Welcome back, you guys. So today I wanted to share my thoughts on a new game mode idea that could be a possibility on what the new boat is going to allow us to do. So it kind of took me a while to think of it, and I had an original idea first, but that idea had a few flaws in it. So when I went back and thought on it, I came to a better idea on how it could work, and I believe that the second idea, it could fit in perfectly with all the leaks Supercell has been releasing. It'll work out with the boat, and everything will kind of just make sense. So first I'll explain the original idea, and then I'll get into the second part. So make sure you stay until the end, just so that you can get to all the juicy stuff, which is in the second idea. And also, there is a lot of information, so I'll be reading off some notes that I wrote down and trying to explain at the same time. So anyways, let's get into it. So basically, taking a look here at this leaked photo, there's a few different ways you could look at it, and the original way that I saw it was I saw the Hog Rider and the Barbarian, which are kind of just like Clash of Clans players, and they're basically staring down this base and trying to pick apart how to beat it. Just like we do right now when we search for a base, we start looking at it and we try and figure out how we're going to use our troops to defeat it. Except this way, I see it as they're both doing that and they're kind of working as a team. So, let's see here. So my first idea was, as I said, has a few flaws, so I'll just explain it and let's kind of see how it came to be the second game mode. So first, which is the less likely of the two, but basically two players from the same clan, kind of like a team battle, will face off against another two players from another clan, kind of like the team battle in Clash Royale. And then the town hall levels will not matter. However, you will have to be a certain level to unlock this game mode. Kind of like in Clash Royale, they have a generic level that is level 9 that higher level players are brought down to, and in this case, people can be brought up to level 9. And I think Town Hall 9 would be the perfect level for that, because that's the most popular level of Clash of Clans players right now. So both players would be brought up or down to level 9, and then from there, each team of players will choose a pre-made base, which is kind of like a super base of either it could be with double the amount of buildings and defenses and such, or it can be like a Town Hall 10 or 11 base that they get to design, and then each team will take turns attacking that base. So basically they get 2 attacks, one player gets to do 1 attack and the other does the next, and they try and do as much damage as they can to that base. But as you're probably already thinking right now, you can already pick out a few flaws in that, like where you're going to keep that second base, or you're going to have to remake one every time, where they're going to get the troops, all of that kind of stuff. So let me tell you my update idea on this game mode, which is the second one. So rather than having each player rebuild a new base that's either like a double super big base or something like that, I think we'll be attacking like one big goblin village, and it could be I still think that people will be brought down to like Town Hall 9 attacking level or some random Town Hall level, and they're going to be shown a base. Sometimes it could even vary. It could be like a small, like a supposed Town Hall 6 goblin base, but then you'll also be given Town Hall 6 level troops and army camp space, or you can be attacking like a Town Hall 11 goblin base but you get to use Town Hall 11 troops. So this could also be a 1-player or a 2-player thing. As you can see in the photo, it could either be a barbarian playing against the hog, or they're on the same team, so it could go either way really. And basically, so there's going to be a goblin village, and same idea as before, except with a bit more of a twist. So each player will take turns attacking the base, and they will see who can do more damage to it, or 3-star it in the quickest amount of time, or get the most stars. So that's pretty self-explanatory, and they'll both be using the same level troops. I don't think that they'll have to pay for those troops or pre-train an army. I think that when they're scouting the base, which will allow Supercell will allow a timer, like say a minute, they get to scout the base, they get to train up their army, and then they each take turns attacking. I think a nice twist to put into it is that since they aren't really using their own Town Hall level troops, like say they could be a Town Hall 9 and they're using Town Hall 11 troops, I think it'd be cool that Supercell actually gives them kind of like a ban protect option. So Supercell will not allow, say, you can't use dragons on this base, or you can't use golems. So from there you'll have to improvise and use a different type of army that maybe you're not used to. So think of it as if you're attacking, like, we'll just use Town Hall 11 for example, since it's my Town Hall level. But basically, so 2 players, me and some other guy, are going to take turns attacking this base. get to scout the village, so we get to look at it, then we get to train up our army, but Supercell's only going to give us certain troops to choose from. Most of the time it'll be all of the troops except maybe -1 or 2. So Town Hall 11, maybe like it won't give us bowlers because those are a popular troop, or maybe no balloons. So we'll have to go from there. And then the base can be also designed to kind of like have air defenses towards the outside or something to promote using an air attack or something like that. And then each player will pick their army, which would be 240 troop space. They'd be given all the heroes. Each player would have like max heroes or something just for this certain attack. And then they would go from there. And then I believe the winner will get a certain prize. Maybe it could be like a new award, like kind of like in Clash Royale where you get crowns. Maybe you get stars that fill something that gets you loot, or maybe you get loot from after each battle. But I also think since we're not actually paying for any of the armies we're using, and since you can possibly get a reward at the end, I think it'll cost maybe some gold or elixir to kind of search for a match. Just like you have to do in multiplayer right now, you have to pay 1,000 gold for Town Hall 11 at least to skip a village or just to search for a village to attack. So that's not really a big deal, and it shouldn't be anything new for having to pay for this little game mode. Or like in Clash Royale where you have to pay gems for a challenge, it could be something similar to this. I could see Supercell incorporating that into this. But anyways, that's also it. There's another, or actually no, sorry, it's not it. Another thing they could do is, rather than Supercell banning and protecting those troops, I think maybe each player can get a chance to draft a troop or ban or protect kind of thing. This one I get from Call of Duty actually, in CWL. But this one where you'll be kind of given a list of the troops, or maybe it'll be a draft sort of thing, kind of like in Clash Royale as well, where maybe they'll be shown a bowler and then a balloon, and each person gets to pick one, or so say I pick the balloon, then the other person gets the bowler, and then they're doing the same thing for me, and from there you get to choose and make an army out of those available troops. And then like before, it's who can do more damage to the base, get more stars, or get the fastest 3-star. And they can also do this for any Town Hall level. And then Supercell will have the pre-made bases, which would be like the Goblin bases, or it could be an island. Since we're going on boats, it could take us to the Colosseum, which I believe is where they would battle, or it would take them to a certain island, a Goblin village, or something like that. And also because looking at some of the recent commercials too, where they're talking about friends, if it's the 2v2 thing, maybe that could be it, or kind of like a friendly competition against the other player. That's how one way you can make friends. And this is also a way to interact with the other players and all that. But anyways, taking a look at my notes, make sure I covered everything here. It was kind of a little bit all over the place because it is kind of a complicated game mode, and since I'm not really the one making the base, I'm just giving you guys my best guess on this. But I personally think it would be a really fun game mode, just a really quick fire game where you can just play against another player, kind of battle it out, have a winner here and there. You get kind of a reward of just beating the other person feels quite rewarding, whereas sometimes in multiplayer, just by beating their base, it's kind of expected. And then if you actually lose, then it's kind of like, oh crap, and you lose a ton of trophies, stuff like that. I just think this would be more rewarding after each, and you don't have to like keep searching and stuff. It's more of a short competitive game mode that I think would be a lot of fun. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, if there's anything you would change about this game mode, if there's any flaws in it, or if you would like to see it in the game as well. That would be awesome. So like I said, let me know what you think in the comments below. And that's going to pretty much wrap up my ideas on this game mode. But I also wanted to mention, for those of you that are subscribed, and if you're not, I suggest you do, it would really help me out. But anyways, for those of you that are, I am going to be changing the channel name shortly. Sometime around when the update is released, either before or after, I'll be changing the channel name to World of Clash. You've probably already seen the intro that we have for it, with the world and then the World of Clash coming up. We're just trying to spice things up a little bit, change the name. We've already got a really cool intro for it that I really like. Let me know if you guys like it as well. I got it off of Final Cut Pro, so pretty good editing site. And yeah, so yeah, just keep your eyes out for that, so when the channel name does change, you're not surprised like who the heck is this and all that. I'm probably gonna make another video on it just so people don't accidentally unsubscribe or anything like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And also, I've been wanting to make a video on, a lot of people have always asked me, how I record, how I make the videos and all that. So if you want a short little tutorial or a full tutorial on how to do that, make sure you like the video and give me a little comment down below that you would like to see that, because I have been thinking of making one for a while. I'm just not sure how much support it would get. But anyways, as we await this update, that's all I have for you today. Stay tuned for more update information. I'll be grinding hard, trying to search as much as I can for it, and I'll let you guys know as soon as I find out. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.